Alright, very beloved viewers, we come back with these apples. So far they are making 7 months. The tall ones are making 7 months, then the short ones are roughly making 5 months. From the ones that are making 7 months were planted on the 5th of March 2022, and right now it's the 8th of October. So that can show you how long they have been around. Then for the short ones, the young ones, they were planted roughly around 5th of May, 5th or 6th of May. So they are roughly making 5 months. So as we can see, these are the apples. So I'm going to take you to all these apples one by one. Like we do have them right here. So this apple farm is located in KATENDE, in PG area, Kiringente. I guess that would be the sub-county. So we have been taking care of these apples ever since they were bought or purchased from Kenya, originally in Laikipia. They are called the Wambugu apples. But apparently we have been having a few challenges, right from the goats, caterpillars, like you've always been seeing in our previous videos that we have been uploading. So for the past few months we have been experiencing some issues with the termites or the ants. So they have really affected our precious apple trees. Like you can see this one, we are yet to know what really caused that to look like that. But most of the times if you see such an apple tree, it would be best to pluck off the leaves. So these leaves will be plucked off so that whatever is affecting the tree does not spread to the other parts of the tree that are not yet affected. So let me show you the other tree that was affected by the termites. So this one is faring out very well, like you can see. This one is about 7 months, if I can remember very well. Then these little ones, like you see this one, this is one of the new ones, and it's just 5 months. So we are giving them some time until they fruit. Also after fruit, until they bring the flowers. So of course after the flowers you also give them some time to fruit, and that is a very short time. So the one that we have right here has been affected, or was affected by the termites right from the ground. So they've been biting on it, and like you can see, it's really not in good condition. It's really not in good condition, but that will be because as it is right now, it would be very difficult for it to come back to life. So that has been one of the few challenges, besides the goats and the caterpillars. So like what you can see down there might be ash or lime. So this one right here is about 7 months. Yeah, mostly the ones that you see, the tall ones, are 7 months, and surprisingly, even the ones that are of 5 months, some are actually as the same size as those of 7 months. So it's just like children. If you feed your child very well, take good care of them, they will grow very fast and tall. Unlike if you do not take good care of your child, they will not grow as you expect them to, or as they are supposed to. So here's a very good shot. So this one has started flowering, like you can see it right here. So this one right here has started flowering beautifully. So anytime, let's just give it some few months, it will be giving us the apples that we expect it to give us, hopefully, if we give it some time. So that is a very good sign that any time from now, a few months from now, this guy or this tree will be giving us the fruit. So let's be optimistic. Alright, let us proceed. Now this one right here does not have the branches, so we are yet to carry out the other method. Of course I can see we did the method, and let's hope it will bring the branches. Like you can see, we usually cut the upper part of the bud. If the tree does not have the branches that are required of it, you just carry out that method, and it's quite effective, because most of these ones that did not have branches, most of them are acquiring the branches and at a very fast rate. So like you can see, this one as well, it was affected by not caterpillars, the termites. I'll be showing you some shots that I took last time, but termites now have been, or are being, a very big problem to us apparently, but we shall find out a very possible way to get rid of them, like we did with the caterpillars, because everything is possible, of course. So this right here is 7 months. Like you can see, it's looking so healthy. It has got all the branches that will in turn support the apple fruits once their time comes. Definitely. So as I take you to this one, this little guy right here did not have branches, and it was actually very worrying. But with the effective method that we used of cutting the upper part of, slightly cutting the upper part of the bud, you can see the branches slowly coming out, young as they are, but with time there will be very mature branches. Alright, let's proceed. So last time I think you saw a video, you watched a video that we uploaded about these trenches. So it's raining right now as I'm filming this video. It's raining, it's been raining actually, cats and dogs, but right now it is just slightly drizzling. So these trenches help in a way that they prevent the water from hurriedly rushing to the apples and destroying them, because most of the times then, before we put these trenches, we would find these smaller apples buried in the soil. So as you can see now, because we do have these trenches around, they are helping out with the rain from rushing from up there into the apples. Now I think you can see the use of the trenches, because it has been raining heavily. Currently it's approaching 1 p.m. in the day. It started raining at around 9 a.m. and it's still drizzling. I don't know if you can be able to see, but yes, that's the use of the trenches. They've helped out a lot with blocking the running water. But before we had put some mulching in the apples, but as you can see, they have been washed away or they have been blown away. I don't know, maybe by the wind, something of a sort. But I don't think we'll be needing those at this time since we have this rain. And I think it's getting ready for November, because it's raining as if it's already November. I think it might rain like this until the next month, because right now we are in October. Yes. So these jerry cans that you see right here, that is rabbit urine. So this rabbit urine will be put or will be applied onto these apples or beside the apples to prevent them from catching all sorts of diseases or pests, the apple pests and diseases. So let me take you around. So all these, this one is 7 months. Surprisingly, this fellow right here is only 5 months. Like I told you before, feeding and taking care of these apples also matters. They grow very well when you take good care of them. Now this is 7 months, of course, because of the size you can see, and I can be able to see and know because I know that it's of 7 months because I planted them, and everything is quite put in place and recorded. Sure. So this one is also 7 months. Actually, it's one of the first apples that flowered among the first ones that we had planted. It's been here for 7 months. It was one of those very first apples that flowered, and it's faring very well, pretty well enough, and we expect a lot from it. Indeed, a lot of good apples if its time comes. Then right here we have this fellow right here. I think those are some apples that want to develop because it just flowered a couple of weeks ago. It flowered, as you can see. That's some good sign that anytime we are expecting to see some apples sprouting out. Let's just hope and pray. But basically that is it. You can see it's looking well, though it has not yet gained that much size, the right size for it to be able to handle the weight of the apples. But you know, God is so amazing. We shall see what the future holds. Indeed. And look what we have here. This was the very first apple we planted for the very first time, and it's growing pretty slow, but its time is yet to be there. Let's just give it that ample time and space for it to develop very well, to gain that size of a stem so that it can handle the weight of the fruits, of course. So this is basically the apple farm or the apple garden, as you can see. And it's raining right now, it's drizzling. I don't know if you can be able to see it in the camera. So I guess I'll stop from, I'll just give myself a break and I wait for it to calm down before the water gets into the camera. So this is the apple farm. Five months. All this line, I think it's 5 months. Actually, I don't think it is 5 months. All these guys, I just planted these guys 5 months ago. So they made 5 months roughly a few days back. I think around on the 5th of October, that is when they made their 5th or 6th of October, that is when they made 5 months. Then these huge ones, the tall ones, 7 months, sorry about that, 7 months, because they were planted in March, 5th of March. So today is 8th of October. So you can see kano kafaamu kaffe oba kagadeni kaffe ak'ebibala bye bayita wambugu. Tutambula mpola mpola bulungi. Gino emiti gyo gya myezi 5, gino emimpi emito, ikyali emito. Then giri emiwanvu gyo gya myezi 7. Giwezezza emyezi 7 kubanga gyateekebwayo mu Gwokusatu nga 5. So yes.